Sports here. We're here in NHL 26. I know we didn't leave off much with the Boston Bruins in NHL 25, but we're starting fresh here in NHL 26 with the Minnesota Wild. Just, I think, an interesting team of what we can do with this team. Obviously, they haven't won a playoff series in quite some time, and they got the talent, and you look at a guy, you can see there at the stats, Kirill Kaprizov. Is he going to sign? I know there was rumors just not too long ago about him turning down a $16 million offer from the Wild, so I like to keep him. If we couldn't keep him, I think we should obviously package him for something and get some sort of assets. But taking a look at this team here, let's just go post-trade. Why not? Just taking a look here. Take a look at the forwards here. Start off. Great group of forwards here. I know looking at it in advance for myself, I think I know it's going to be hard to move a guy like Marcus Foligno with that $4 million contract to be a third, fourth liner guy. Same with Ryan Hartman. We can move him. Like I see $8 million right there. I know we got 7.3, but we could obviously get a cheaper players for that those roles and save that money for a guy like Kirill Kaprizov. Even including, I know there's a couple, who else would need? Actually, you know what? I'm in the wrong screen for that. Let's just go to view contracts. That would make more sense. So Kirill does want to extend. We'll look at that in a second. But a guy like Zuccarello, he's 38. How much is he going to want to stay here? He wants to stay here, but is he going to? He obviously won't be staying at an 87 overall level going forward, obviously. Taking a look here, Tarasenko, 33 at 83. Is he going to? He wants to stay, but is he going to ask for more, or is he going to ask for less? Keep going on here. Bogosian, same thing, older guy. I'll keep him if they want to say stay around, but how much is he going to cost? And then you look in the ahead, like Zbium, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, I apologize. We're going to need money in a couple of years to sign him. Same with going back up here. I was taking a look. Marco Rossi, only 23 years old. I know there was talks about trading him earlier. But we got 3 years of him at $5 million. How much is he going to want more after that? Brock Faber signed, which is lucky. We're lucky there. Same with Matt Boldy. Like, we're lucky in those aspects. But we got to think for the future what kind of money we're going to need. And just looking at the rest of the team here, we can round it out pretty easily. I think the roster might change once we start up the season sim. But we got some money. We could even get some guys for the bottom six to just help out. And same thing goaltender-wise. I know Philip Gustafson, he's going to need a contract at 89. He's in his prime. How much is he going to want? But, we got a good young guy in Jesper Wallstedt coming up right after. So let's start quickly here with the main guy, Kirill the Thrill. Let's see what he wants. I never do the charm unless it's very convincing, but let's see here what he's asking for contract-wise. So 7 years, I can live with a 7-year contract that keeps him here for a long time. He's looking for 10.45. I'm just going to say yes. I don't see why we wouldn't say yes at 10.425 for that price. Let's just go ahead and sign that contract, Kirill. I do apologize, I've been stuffed up. No movement clause if that was added after. Makes sense to me. Let's offer him the extension. Not going to rush. I think he might want more, but let's see what he goes with. Let's see what he says for that. So why don't we just get it to the regular season here, and we can see what kind of extra forwards we can add. That's fine. Like I said, I do apologize if I didn't already. I'm just stuffed up. I was very dry with the weather change. And there we go. Kirill signed for 7 years. Let's just get that off the table now. 7 years, 10.45. There we go. We keep our star player here for an extended period of time. And I think we saved some money at that point because a guy like Kirill would have easily got 12, 13 plus on the market. So getting him at 10, just under 10.5 is perfect going forward. So let's go take a look at the lines quickly here. Yeah. So as I'm expecting, okay, so we don't have much. We could possibly just see what we got center-wise and left winger-wise. Signed for that bottom six. Defensive-wise, Brodeen, Faber, Spurgeon, Middleton, yeah. And I forgot, David Yersak, he's only 21, so we do have a good young studs on defense that'll be crucial to us. And then, Bogosian, Liam Ogren and Hinestroza rounding it out. So why don't we quickly, while we're here, we were talking about Kirill, why don't we just try and sign Gustafsson now? Let's get this one over with, too. Let's enter the negotiation and talk to him. All right, let's see contract-wise what he's going to want. 7 years, again, I'll take that. That keeps this core together. And he's asking for 7.65. Guys, I don't see a reason why we wouldn't. Let's go forward with that one, too. Again, that's Phil Gustafsson, a guy, 89 overall in his prime, would easily get up to $10 million on the market. And saving a couple of dollars there is going to help going forward, which will help a lot. So let's just sim up to the next game and see if Gustafsson does sign. He does not. Let's see how game one of our tenure here in Minnesota goes against the St. Louis Blues. Let's going to sim the first game. So first period, Colton Parayko gets a shot from the point, beating Philip Gustafsson. Let's see second period as we're tied to shots 14-14. So I see there they got two. Joseph gets two in that period, and then Boley gets one for us. Let's just see here. Third period, they're out shooting us. Can we come back here? I think we got more offensive power, and then there we go. Pavel Buchnevich. Jesus, the stuffed up is really affecting it here with power play goal. 15 minutes left in the third. Another power play. Seems that we're undisciplined there, as it's only game one, but this we want obviously to get off on the right foot, and we are definitely a playoff team, I think. So it's not a good start to the season. Let's see if Gustafsson does sign. And he accepts our offer. So there we go. Two big guys right there signed. That's all we need. Free agent-wise, because I know I wasn't huge on seeing Nico Sturm there on the left side. Oh, we could get a good, decent guy like a Cam Atkinson. How like would you fit? No. Denisenko, no. Wallstrom even? No. Okay, so maybe we'll hold off, and that could be a trade deadline, maybe in the middle of the season kind of thing we take a look at. So let's continue here. Next game, we'll do the home opener. We'll just see how that goes. Willsby, no, we're not going to accept or claim him off waivers. So let's see here. Columbus, home opener. Let's see if we get our first one of the season here in Minnesota. First period. There we go. That's a good start. Marcus Flynn, the guy, said we should trade. Gets us on the board with 3:50 left in the first period. Let's go second period now as they are out shooting us 13-7. So Kirill the Thrill with his new contract gets a goal shortly after Zach Werenski scores early in the second period. But yeah, not even 22 seconds later, Kirill the Thrill gets our lead back. So they are out shooting us 23-13. Let's see if we can close out here. And that's not a good start. Cheekanoff scores from the corner essentially on Gustafsson. Not a good start to that third period there. And another goal for him right there on the power play from the point. That's, again, not looking good. They're still out shooting us. Can we get one guy? Let's tie it up and go to overtime. There we go. Kirill the Thrill right on the doorstep gets one in. Let's, you know what? Let's hop in and just watch this team. Let's watch this team quickly. I'm going to quickly, though, adjust the settings. I don't have power of video editing, unfortunately. So we'll just move that up to 5 minutes. And I'll just take the commentary off for the time being. And we'll go true. Oh. There we go. True broadcast. There we go. Okay. Actually, we did the wrong thing. I hope that's not going to screw anything over. So we'll go coach. And let's see if we can get that first one in here in overtime. Hoping all the settings fixed.
Overtime just about to get.
It does not quickly. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Let me fix that quickly. So we're not... we are not getting distracted here. There we go. All right, let's see here. Ice Cube 2.0. Let's see how this plays out here. So we got Rossi, Kaprizov, and it looks like Faber right there. So Columbus wins that there. There we go, Kaprizov. Right back to the way. Gets around him, backhander. That one's stopped by Merlikins. Here they come, the Blue Jackets. Marchenko up to Fantilli. Fantilli, nice move, but Rossi takes away. Werenski keeps that play alive, but nice takeaway by Faber right there. And now we're coming back the other way. It's Rossi gets decked, but they get the puck, and here comes Marchenko back the other way. It's a 2-on-2, and he gets poked off the puck. Werenski, though, has that puck, and he's knocked off the puck by Faber. Here comes Kirill Kaprizov. He's tired. Zuccarello shot. That one's off to the corner. That's probably what's up there for the Blue Jackets. And here they come. It's a 2-on-1 by looks of Werenski's tired. He's probably going to dump that one in. Nope. Pass over to Fantilli. Fantilli. Nice save there by Gustafson. That goes to the corner here. Fantilli, that one's taken away. Why is Foligno out there in overtime? That scares me a lot. I'll have to look at those lineups later. Kirill's got to get off. He's tired. So you could say the same about Fantilli, though. Nice puck. Here comes Foligno. Come on, Foligno. Let's go skate. Here he is all alone. Marcus Foligno. That one stopped. Kirill, get off. Come on, Kirill. Get off. There we go. Kirill's off. Fantilli's still out there for them. Foligno gets it up to Spurgeon. Here comes Jared Spurgeon down the right side. It knocked off the puck. We have less than 7 seconds left here in overtime. And it looks like we're going to go to a shootout here, barring anything. And that puck, there you go. So we're going to go to a shootout here, boys. Girls. Yeah, we got to look at those lines. I don't know why Marcus Foligno is our second line option in overtime. Here we go. Werenski's in. Nice save there by Gustafson. Interesting to send a defender out first. All right, Kirill the thrill. Let's go here. You got 2 tonight, buddy. Let's get a lead here in the shootout. Oh, there we go. What a shot there by Kirill. Perfect placement over the blocker of Merlikins. We're up 1-0 there. He gives him a little hug after. Marchenko in that one. Easy save there for Gustafson. And now we can win it here on a Matt Boldy attempt. Let's go, Boldy. Let's go, buddy. He's in. Oh, what a move, and there we go. We get our first win there in the home opener. We were down in the third, but we came back thanks to Thrill the Thrill, and Boldy wins it for us in the shootout. Good game, good comeback, boys. Let's quickly, though, get back here. I want to make sure, take a look at our lines quickly. 3-on-3. So yeah, Kirill, Rossi, and Faber. That's a good line. Boldy, Erickson, and Spurgeon. So, okay, so I don't know why Marcus Foligno was out there in overtime, but yeah, he won't be going forward. Okay, let's start simming. Look, we're gonna go. I'd say January. We're not gonna go to the deadline, but we're gonna go somewhat a little bit in. Travis Dermott, we're not gonna claim him, unfortunately. Let's go on a good winning streak here and get, because we got a tough division. Don't forget, we got the Avalanche, the Jets, the Stars in this division. Key to get that playoff spot now earlier. Ristolainen, no, not for 5.1. And Carson Lambos, I have high hopes for him. Hopefully he can be an impact player for us in the future. So yeah, guys, that's what I think here in the first year. I think we can make a playoff run for sure. I don't see why we can't with this roster. So I think at the deadline we would be buyers. But looking right now, 5-6-1, sitting second last in the division is not going to help our case right there. Who we got here? Lucas Carlson, defenseman. No, we're going to not claim him. We need to go on a big winning streak here, boys. Come on, let's get some points now. Like I said, we don't want to fall back, especially in our division with all those strong teams like the Stars, like the Avalanche. There we go. There's a 3-game winning streak, 4-game winning streak, 5 points in our 5 points game streak right now. Wow, Masters keeps getting hurt. The Ducks, another win, and then we lose to the Knights, but in overtime we get another point. Another win there against Carolina. Another point there, so we're getting points this month, which is great to see. Just the first game of the month, we didn't get a point in that game. We're not claiming him. So I think right there, good month in November. Another loss. So just stop that there for a second. I just want to go over here. So only 2 losses in regulation. Were they terrible losses, 7-2 and 5-1? Yes, those are cause for concern. But look at this. 1 point, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, and 2 that month. So that really helped us right there, getting 20 points that month. And look at us now sitting there, tied for second in division and 2 points out of first place. And like I mentioned there, you got the Avalanche and the Jets, two strong teams in that division. Dallas, 5 points back. Don't count them out right now. That's for sure. So why don't we keep going strong here in December? That might be determining where we finish off in this video going forward. So not a good start to December as I praise November. But let's try and get back on the winning streak here. So like I mentioned, not only one win so far in the first 3 games, but there we go. Another win right there. Marco Rossi, with an MCL sprain for at least a month. Who do we have? Hinestroza, I think, is our replacement, and that's our first line center. So we're going to want Eriksson put up there, but or it's Ogren. That's still risky. Where would he fit best? Like a third line option, but Obey Kubel, I mean, he does have that. So why don't we just try running with that? When it comes to power play, I'll throw him up front. We'll see if anything changes here. There you go, 10-5. That's a good start. Let's keep going here. For the rest of the month, another win against Ottawa right there. So 18-11-4. We lose to the Bruins. Brock Faber, sore foot. He's only out for a week, so we'll just replace him quickly. First Lambos, that's AHL. Zach Bogosian gets hurt, injured ribs. I think we don't have any defenders. I could be wrong, but I'm going to risk it. I don't want to keep you guys here forever. Jordan Harris. Yeah, actually, you know what? We have injury problems. Claim them. There we go. And we got some injuries here. Let's fix it quickly here, so I know it won't be who we're thinking. But Brock Faber's back. That's a big boost for us. Yeah, Hinestroza, that's not what we should have been doing, but there we go. We get Brock Faber back. That's good to see. And let's continue our season sim here. More Minnesota players are recovered. I still don't think it's going to be what we want. Bogosian, yeah, no, that's not what we're looking for at all. Another win right there against Nashville. 20-13-5 as we hit the Christmas break. Good season so far, I think. We'll take a look at stats and all that once we hit January. 2 games left here in the month. Let's go out strong here, guys. Against Vegas and then San Jose. So a loss against Vegas and a 3-0 shutout. So 2016-5, we'll take a look right there. We're tied for second with the Jets, but the Blackhawks 2 points behind, and the Predators and the Mammoth 4 points. And I mean, the Stars, they're 5 points. So anything can happen, right? Let's go take a look at individual stats here quickly. So Kirill right there, 44 points. 44 points in 41 games for Kirill the Thrill, leading the team right there with 17 goals. Not a bad season. Matt Boldy on that first line, too, with 40 points in 41 games, almost a point per game player. Zuccarello at 33. Rossi was having a great season, 32 points in 31 games before he got that MCL sprain. But Eriksson, I think at least, I couldn't remember where we started, but I think he's at least, I'm hoping, getting points since moving up. Hartman at 24, Johansson at 21, but looking here quickly, minus 13 and minus 12. That's not a good sign right there for Hartman and Spurgeon. Everybody else is a plus at least. Faber, as expected. Anything surprising? No. I mean, rookie Zeev, 4 points. He's playing on the third line. I don't think that's going to affect his growth. Like, he's top 6 role right now. I think he'll be fine with that, and that rounds it out. Let's take a look at the NHL stats quickly. David Pastrnak leading the way at 56, 52 for Nylander, 51 for Barkov, Matthews at 50, Tage 50, and everybody else running out. Let's take a look at the goal. I think it's Pastrnak leading the way by 5. Kadri, though, with second place at 27 goals. Impressive. I'm surprised. I don't think that's going to keep up, though. But, Nazem Kadri at 27, second in the league. Who would have thought? Let's go here. I forgot to check Gustafson and Wallsted's stats. Gustafson 17, 15, and 4. He's played pretty much all the games except Wallsted. Wallsted, though, not you can't complain with his wins, but his save percentage is a little iffy right there. So I could probably tell our goals against is an issue. So we'll take a look at that quickly before we end the video. Yeah, nothing else crazy there. Take a look here at our stats quickly. So looking division-wise, let's just see here. Goals for per game. We're third last. I think with Rossi out, that might be not helping, but maybe a cause for concern to look at the trade deadline. Maybe acquiring a guy that can get some extra goals for us. Goals against per game. Going just this way, we're fourth last. We're tied for third last actually in the division. So for third place, it is a little worrisome in our division when we're one of the worst offensive in our division and one of the worst defensive teams. So again, options we might want to look at the deadline. We'll quickly look at some players we could possibly target. Again, bottom 6 in power play at 16.7. Maybe we got to look at that. PK, second last. So essentially, when looking at this team, we give up a goal. We score a goal, we give up a goal. We need to fix that if we want to be successful in the playoffs. Quickly looking here at anybody on the trade block. Actually, that's the wrong screen for that one. Let's go. Just quickly look. Again, wrong one. My apologies, guys. Trading block. Let's take a look quickly here if there's anything we can add. Obviously, we're not going to add the goaltender. But a guy like Alex Killorn, he's got 2 years left at 6.5. That's not what we want. Boston's all draft picks. Justin Danforth is a sniper, so is that possibility of helping us out offensively? But he doesn't fit any coach's scheme, which could be an issue. Jordan Greenway, no, I don't think he'll help us offensively. Nothing there. All the prospects, I think it looks like Carolina's going to go all in. Sam Lafferty and Tonino are not going to help. Same thing in Colorado. They're obviously going to go all in. So Branson, Yaros, no. Sam Steele wouldn't be a bad option, actually, at center. I know we're looking for a depth center. Possibly looking at Sam Steele for that third-line center. That could be. We can move on. Or we can add to that lineup. We'll take a look at the lineup one more time. But I like a guy like Sam Steele for that bottom 6, which would be a good center depth. And he was good at penalty killing, which would help tremendously for us. John Gibson, Andrew Kopp, not at that price. Comper, Appleton, another option we can have for the bottom 6. Does he fit anywhere? Only line 2, so maybe not the best option. Ben Sherratt, maybe top 6. He may be Ben Sherratt. Edmonton, no. Florida, no. Los Angeles, Vogel. Obviously not a guy like Doughty. Trevor Moore, maybe. Dano, Armia, nothing in Montreal. Brady Shea is not the kind of guy I would go after at this deadline. I think we got a good defensive structure, and I don't think we need that extra. Yeah, see, if you only bottoms or the third line pairing, which would affect our younger guys. Devils, Islanders, nope. Ottawa, Risto, no, we're not going for Ristolainen. Pittsburgh, no. San Jose, maybe Nick Leddy, but I highly doubt. Seattle, like a guy like Vince Dunn's stretching it, I think, especially with our top 6. And we'd be moving on from a guy like Jonas Brodin at that point. So it is a possibility, but I don't think we're going to go for that big of a swing yet. Braden Shen, he's got 3 years left at 6.5. I mean, would be great if we get him. I don't think so, but another option. Quickly going through here. Nothing in Toronto. Utah, nothing in Utah, nothing in Vancouver. Obviously, these could all change towards the draft or trade deadline. So, any options, guys, let me know. I know we should easily be able to upgrade this team to help us with the goals and goals against. So quickly here, one last time. Obviously, we're taking into account Marco Rossi is not here on that first line. So, I mean, again, moving a guy out like Obe Kubel could help us on that bottom pairing. Bottom six, sorry, because he's not a natural center. He's a right winger. He's 81. So adding a guy like we saw back there was a Sam Steele, same overall, but he is a center, and he's got penalty killing ability, which is something we need help with. So defensively, again, Brodeen, Faber, Spurgeon, Middleton. I like the tops. I like our defense all around. Could we upgrade it? Possibly, but it's going to have to really wow me to move on from one of these guys. And I'll say right now, Brock Faber's some guy we're not moving on. Same with Yersak and Zeev. Yersak, the only thing I could think possibly is if we get something crazy. But that's what we're going to keep defensively. So we can upgrade the top six. We can upgrade the bottom six at center. So that's where I'll leave it, guys. So anything, let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys here. We're going to go trade deadline next episode, and we'll sim the rest of the season. Take care, everybody.